morning, afternoon or evening. We're going to come and move into our arms a little bit more today. We'll be warming through the entire body, but we're going to focus a little bit more on arms and shoulders and getting that really nice stretch. Okay, let's bring our hands into our heart space. Just take a nice big inhale here. Soften down into your toes, spread your toes. Take a little bend in your knees and just take a little rock forward and back. Close down the eyes if you feel able to. Just take your time just to feel into the padding of your feet, saying hello to your feet, whether or not it's morning, afternoon or evening, and then finding a steady balance between your toes and your heels. Thumbs to the sternum, sea of tranquility. Settle in. Feel free to bring forward intention for your practice. Nice big breath, exhale out through your mouth. Just seed that intention in. Let's do that again. Nice big inhale. Feel free to keep the eyes closed if you've got them closed. Interlace your fingers. Nice inhale, exhale, broaden the shoulders and take those hands out in front of you. Nice openness through your shoulders. Inhale, lift up. On your exhale, bend into your knees, come into a chair posture and stretch your arms by your ears as you take your bottom back, sink into your heels. Right arm back, inhale. Exhale forward. Left arm back, inhale. Make sure that you're pressing into the outsides of your feet. Exhale, and your heels. Inhale the hands to the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly round up. Inhale. Hands to chest, exhale. Touch the sternum each time you come into that center. Inhale, interlace your fingers. Exhale, press your hands out. Broaden the shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let the hands go, come into your chair. Left arm back first, sink into your heels. Inhale. Exhale through. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, left arm. Hands to heart space. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Keep those knees bent. When you come down, take a little bit more of an extension through your legs. Slowly start to Pilates roll up. Sink back into your heels and your toes. All the way up, hands back into heart space. One more each time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, press those hands out. Inhale, lift. Good work. Exhale your chair. Sink into the heels. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, back. Inhale, left. Exhale, back. Hands to heart space. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Start to Pilates roll up. How good does that feel already? Hands to heart space. Inhale. Exhale, press those hands out. Arms up, inhale. Into your chair, exhale. Left arm back, inhale. Exhale through. Right arm back, inhale. Exhale through. Hands to heart space, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Just take a moment here, let everything hang heavy. Slowly Pilates roll all the way back up. We're going to take those hands back behind us now. Draw back the shoulders. If you can't interlace the fingers, just squeeze the hands. If for any reason there's any dizziness, because it's first thing in the morning, if you suffer with low blood pressure, you can get dizziness. Just take the hands to the thighs and let yourself balance, find that equilibrium and center of focus. So bring those hands back, squeeze the shoulders. Now we're going to come out into some windmills with the arms. So we're going to come out nice and wide into a standing mountain pose. Inhale, lift up. And exhale all the way down. Try and press into your heels and touch your fingertips just down to the sides of your ankles. Inhale all the way up, press to your heels, so you're switching your hamstrings and your glutes. Exhale back down. See if you can touch the outside of your ankles. Press into your heels. That way your knees aren't knocking inward and you're not taking it through the back. Pressing and activating to the hamstrings. Inhale down. That's an exhale down, isn't it? We inhale up. Inhale all the way up. Big inhale. And on the exhale, coming all the way back down. Still pressing into those heels. Let's take a half lift. Feel yourself press against your shins or your thighs. Flatten out through your spine, slightly tucking the tailbone down. A little bit more balance between the heels and toes now. And we're going to come into what we did yesterday. So we're going to bring the hands. So if you've been following the series, we're going to take the hands to the left leg, step back the right leg for a warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Flat foot to the ground, bringing the arms up. Just making sure that knee is directly over the toes if you can. It's not splaying inward. So by checking the knee, you'll be noticed straight away if it's inward, which has a lot of impact on the knee. So you want to really be mindful of the tendons and ligaments, the joints of the knee, and just make sure that's facing forward. Now the back leg is nice and long, toes are pointed about 45 degrees inward. And we wrap the rib cage in. You feel the hip flexor stretch because you're squeezing into that glute, and lift and stack the torso over the hips. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring the arms down and we're going to wrap the right arm underneath the left arm and reach for our shoulders. For those who are a little bit more advanced, feel free to take a bind if you feel you can take a bind, but draw the shoulders down and away from the ears and hook the elbows up so there's resistance, like force. Okay, it's the same if you're reaching for your shoulders come down and the elbows come up slightly. Good work. Then you're going to allow yourself to slowly press forward, round through the top of the body, look down towards your knee, humble warrior. Try not to dump the body weight. You've still got a lot of strength through that left leg. You can tuck your chin towards your chest to get a little bit more openness of your scapula and the shoulder blades. And then coming into that spinal stretch, we're going to let the hands go, right hand down, swivel into your back toes, lift that left arm up. Remember the option to drop to the knee if you need to drop to the knee. Okay, and also remembering that we can take that strong stance and just take the hand away from the earth if you wish, which brings a lot more strength into this leg. Good, long back leg if we can. You're going to sweep that hand down, stay with your breath as much as you can. Nice deep breaths, this is strong. And press into your down dog. Shoot your bottom for the stars. And take a little paddle of those legs. Wrapping those shoulders down and away from your ears. Hugging up your lower belly if you can, so you kind of feel like you're hollowing out the belly. Staying with your breath. Rise to all toes. Drop to your heels, bend your knees, tip your toe back to the top of your mat. Good work. Hands to shins, half lift or to thighs. Just feel that nice stretch of your spine, slightly tucking down the tailbones like you can sit something flat on your back here. The shoulders drawing down away from the ears. And once again, no knocking of the knees, we're pressing into the heels, the outside of our feet. You should feel it into the hamstrings and the glutes. Hands to your right leg this time, step back your left leg and lifting up. And once again, check that knee. Notice how you feel. That back leg should be nice and long, feeling that hip flexor stretch. By squeezing in the glute, tucking in the rib cage, stacked, we're getting a beautiful long line of energy down through here, all the way down through your leg. Nice and strong. Soften the shoulders down away from your ears. Double check the knee because it wanders. All right, hands out nice and wide. This time left underneath the right. Reach for your shoulders. Now, shoulders down, elbows lift. Might be very small from here. If you're taking the bind, you'll be able to get a little bit more of a pull. Keeping that top knee bent, feeling strong in those legs. Start to bow down, humble warrior. Try not to let the body rest on the leg. You You want to be active in this pose. Chin can come toward the chest. Good. Feeling into that dynamic stretch. Stay with your breath. How good does that feel? Unbind the hands, left hand down, swivel to your back toes and lift that right arm up nice and long. Remember the option to drop to the knee for modifications and untap the toes if you wish. Just go to where you feel is comfortable. Strong, we pull and lift away from the earth. So you got a lot of strength in this leg. Good. Keep breathing, that beautiful twist, that cleanse, that detox. And take the hand down to the ground, frame that foot and back into your down facing dog. So we shoot the bottom to the stars and paddle out the leg again. Now if you can, keep the knees bent and just drop one knee down so the hip swivels and extend the other leg. And then do that same on the other side. Drop one heel down and the knee comes across, so you're dropping a hip and you get a good hip stretch. Good. Do that a couple of times. Maybe looking under your armpit when you go from side to side. And come down onto your knees. Rest nice and wide into Balasana. So you can take those legs out, soften down to where you feel is comfortable. And I'm going to take one last stretch of those arms. I'm going to take one arm through and let the shoulders sink, the ear to the ground. If this is uncomfortable for you because you have a little resistance there because the knees, you find it hard to sit back, come from a tabletop position and thread through from here. So there's always options, you don't have to sink all the way back. Just another 2 breaths here. Feels so good. Then off to the other side. Amazing. Then coming all the way up, coming into seated position. Just take a moment to take a big breath in. Exhale out. Feel free to open up the arms. Inhale. And exhale. I always go with how the body feels. A couple of little half moons, releasing tension around the neck. Remember, if you've got more time and you really enjoyed that, to loosen up even more, go through another 2 or 3 times and you'll just feel so good in the body. That standing, opening the shoulders and pulling back, strength in the legs will become lighter. Have an amazing day. Namaste.